Most people build custom GPTs that kind of feel like toys. They're generic, unreliable, and, well, they're not truly useful. So in this explainer, we're going to break down a framework that transforms those toys into powerful, expert-level AI assistants. Okay, let's dive right in. So let's just start with this one critical question. Is the GPT you've built a general intern, helpful but needs constant supervision? Or is it a world-class expert that you can actually trust to do a high-level job, saving you time in delivering real value? The hard truth is, most people are unknowingly building interns. But here's the good news. The gap between that confused intern and a focused expert, it's not some super complex technical barrier. Nope. It all comes down to one simple, powerful rule that, once you get it, makes everything else just click into place. And that rule is the foundation for, well, everything we're about to cover. We call it the one-job rule. This is the absolute starting point for any custom AI you want to use in a professional workflow, period. This idea is so intuitive when you think about it like this. You would never hire one person to do 5 completely different full-time jobs and actually expect them to succeed, right? Your custom GPT is no different. Give it one specific job and it can totally excel. Give it 5 and it's going to fail at all of them. And this slide just perfectly illustrates the difference. On the left, you see these vague prompts that most people start with. Help with business stuff. Do my marketing. What does that even mean? Now compare that to the right. Write email sequences for product launches. Turn blog posts into social media content. See, each one is a specific, single, valuable job. That clarity, it is everything. Okay, so once you've defined that one job, the next step is building the GPT's brain. And that brain has 2 really distinct parts that have to work together, the instructions and the knowledge. Understanding this difference is the secret to getting those professional-level results. First up, we've got the instructions. Think of this as the GPT's programming, its personality, its entire operating system. This is where you define how it should behave, the rules it absolutely has to follow, its tone of voice, and the exact steps it takes to do its one job. And then we have knowledge. This is the GPT's memory. It's the raw information, the data, the cold, hard facts. These are the documents, the examples, the brand guidelines it needs to reference to do its job correctly. You don't cram facts into the instructions, you store them right here. So this relationship is what's so crucial. The instructions are the logic, and the knowledge is the library. Your instructions should constantly be telling the GPT, hey, go look at the brand voice document in your knowledge, or reference the customer FAQ file to answer this. It's the separation that makes it so incredibly powerful. All right, now that we've got the theory down, let's get practical. Writing effective instructions isn't guesswork. There is a proven structure that works every single time. And here it is, a 5-part framework for pro-level instructions. You start by defining its role. Then, you explicitly tell it to use its knowledge files. Next, you list its core behaviors, the most important rules. You define the exact response format you're looking for. And finally, you tell it what not to do. Following this template just brings unbelievable clarity to your AI. And the results, well, they really speak for themselves. On the left, help with email marketing. It's vague, it's unstructured, and it's gonna produce generic junk. But on the right, you can see our 5-part structure in action. A clear role, references to knowledge, specific behaviors. This is how you get an AI that feels like a seasoned professional. So that's the framework, right? The one-job rule, a clear architecture, and structured execution. Just understanding these principles already puts you way ahead of the curve. But the real goal is to turn this knowledge into an actual skill. This structure really is the key to getting consistent professional results. And if you want to go from just theory to practice, we can absolutely help with that. See, at AdamAiXpert, we believe in learning by doing. That's why we run a live masterclass every single week. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we dive deep into frameworks just like this one. We explore new models, and we build these tools together in real time. Honestly, it's the best way to get your questions answered and see exactly how these concepts get applied in a real-world workflow. So if you're serious about leveling up, we'd love for you to join our community of builders. So, whether you join us live or not, let's lock in the 3 key takeaways from today. If you remember nothing else, remember these. First, the one-job rule. Clarity of purpose is non-negotiable. Second, separate the brain from the library. Instructions define behavior, knowledge provides the facts. And third, Structure is everything. Use that 5-part framework. And hey, if you can't make the live sessions or you just want to go deeper, make sure you subscribe. We post full replays of our classes, plus extra lessons and content that you are not going to find anywhere else. You can find all of that amazing content on YouTube and Spotify. Just search for AdamAiXpert. That's AdamAiXpert. Go ahead and hit subscribe on both to make sure you never miss an update. So we'll end with this. You now have the exact blueprint that separates amateur AI dabblers from professional AI builders. The only question left is, what expert are you going to build first?